He smiled and said, "Little Bai, look. I made this for you. Come, let me put it in for you." In fact, she saw the whole process of his clumsiness. She nodded her head shyly. She tied up her hair and let him put the thorn hairpin in her hair. The scholar looked at it carefully and smiled. "Little Bai, you look really good. Little Bai, let me give you a name." She looked at him happily and nodded her head. The scholar looked at the hairpin and thought for a while. He said, "Since you are called Little Bai, I will name you White Jing Yang. What do you think? Do you like it?" She nodded her head and said, "I like it." The scholar smiled with satisfaction. It had been more than 200 years. The scholar was long gone. The hairpin was lost in the fierce battle in the capital city. Could not be found anymore. Perhaps it really was just a dream of lovers and butterflies. Since it was a dream, there would come a day when they would wake up. Should I wake up? Maybe I have already woken up? White Fox opened his mouth and let out a breath. A different expression flashed in his eyes. He looked at Yu Qianqiu, who was waiting for his answer. He shook his head and sighed, "Perhaps. It has been a long time. I forgot and can't remember." Yu Qianqiu was stunned. It was a troublesome thing for people to live for so long. She even forgot her own name. He touched his nose and smiled. "Anyway, I have given Jinju a name today. Big sister, why don't I give you a name too?" The white fox agreed with a soft N sound. She had a heavy responsibility. She must give her a name worthy of her beauty. Yu Qianqiu walked around with his hands behind his back. Her surname was Bai, but what should she be called? The more he thought about it, the more he couldn't figure it out. After a long time he scratched his head, but he still couldn't figure it out. Could she be called Bai Meili or Bai Pretty Beauty? If she came up with this name, he could really be called an idiot. Yu Qianqiu painfully shook his head. He looked at the sea of flowers swaying in the wind. He wondered if Bai Xianhua would like it or not. After a moment of silence, he looked at the peerless beauty standing there with shame. He sighed. An idea flashed in his mind. A person from the myths and legends from his previous life appeared in front of him. She was also a beautiful and infatuated demon who had cultivated for 1,000 years. But she was a snake demon. Yu Qianqiu painfully groaned. Didn't they say that he was talented? Could it be that his talent could only be plagiarized? Depressing. Big sister, I thought of a name. I don't know if you like it. Bai Suzhen. What do you think? If it doesn't work, let me think again. Yu Qianqiu added. Su as in simple, Zhen as in loyal. Bai Suzhen. Bai Suzhen. The white fox frowned. After pondering for a while, she turned around and floated away. It seemed that she didn't like it. Yu Qianqiu felt bored.